Hello everyone and welcome to Sunburned Albino Ranks every waifu and Fire Emblem Path of Radiance from worst to best. If I left out anyone, it means they're unimportant, so if you've got some obscure-ass waifu in this game, you probably won't like the results. Starting from 18 and working our way to 1. Number 18, Petrine. Because she nasty. She's a viper in armor. I wouldn't be surprised if she whipped out a forked tongue while she was licking her flame lance, which you know she licks weaponry, that's just a given. She stabs someone, then she licks the blood off because she crazy. There's also the slightest bit of romantic tension between her and Commander Greel, and now I'm glad he's dead. Number 17, Mist. Chapter 9. She and Rolf beg to join the war. First line of her C-rank support conversation with Rolf afterwards, "I don't think we children should be fighting in this war. You two-timing bitch, make up your damn mind." Mist is a little child, so naturally she's not a great waifu. Number 16, Sanaki. The Apostle of Begnion may look like a child, but deep down she is still a child. Although being major royalty, at least, if you married this one, people wouldn't question it as much. Sanaki has a cold, calculating exterior, but the way she apologizes to the Herons for her people's atrocities in burning Serene's forest 20 years ago shows she has compassion and carries a heavy burden. This is some obscure trivia, but if you pay really close attention, you'll also see that she's a child. Number 15, Ina. Ina might be a dragon, but she has short hair, so it's a no-go for me. Remember when Emma Watson shaved her head and looked like Oliver Twist? I can never get behind that style for women, and lots of girls don't like guys with long hair, so it's plenty even. She's also madly in love with Ashnerd's mount, which is hilarious when you think of a girl being unable to be with her soulmate because he's too busy getting mounted by another dude all the time. Number 14, Jill. Jill is basically a neo-Nazi. Hates subhumans, is even willing to switch sides from Day into Crimea just to protect a group of humans from beasts. Like, whoa girl, your alliances are shaky. I like to make her kill all her own people, including her father in that one chapter, just to see the guilt written on her face. Like, yeah, Jill, you were better off staying with Dayan, and no, I will not pronounce these nations differently than I currently am. Sure, she's just a victim of what she was taught and can redeem herself, but do you really need an 8th lance wielder at this point in the game? Number 13, Tanya. Take that, Brian. Tanya is a name I used to pronounce Titania until I saw Fairy Tail, and then I was like, yeah, it's probably Tanya. She's gotta be at least 40, and I just don't like the mothery vibe she gives off. Also, she has the worst stat potential in the whole game, being the standard veteran class in the beginning. Like, please, Oscar is gonna outshine you before he even changes class. That's what you get for using a Master Seal at level 10, you red-tressed wench. Number 12, Astrid. You find Astrid on a Begnion ship, mistakenly thinking she can fight. The first turn the enemy gets, a Myrmidon is going to calmly walk over and murder her if you don't do something about it. Like, Gatry's a shit defender if he can't even clock that threat right off the bat. She does get Paragon, which makes her easy to level, but training wheels aren't very attractive. Number 11, Kalel. Another woman just a hair past her prime. Kalel joins your army as the only sage on your team with a knife, hopefully. Sages can make far better use of staves, and even if they had a ton of strength, they can usually take out lower level mages with magic anyway. Like, give them an axe if you're gonna give them anything, at least that shit has MT. But by the time Kalel arrives, your mage and waifu quota is already filled. Number 10, Tanith. Tanith is a Pegasus Knight who brandishes a sonic sword, which makes her deadly to wyverns and pegasi alike if she had a little more magic. What gives Tanith an edge over certain other waifus is her reinforce ability, which allows her to summon 3 Pegasus Knight partners per turn into the bedroom with you. Number 9, Leaf. Leaf is a cat with a short temper and little patience, and if you take her, you better have some armor on your back that's immune to scratching cause you know she freaky like that. Number 8, Zigrun. Like Tanith, Zigrun is a commander of a division of Pegasus Knights. Unlike Tanith, Zigrun has gorgeous pale blue hair and a face that looks like it just came out of cryogenic sleep. She doesn't get much screen time and never joins your party, but her features are enchanting. Number 7, LeAnn. LeAnn doesn't speak any English, instead fluent only in her native language of Cursive. She's a peaceful and serene Heron, and though she never battles with you, she has a lovely voice that signals the end of the game in a symbolically dignifying way. Number 6, Elincia. The most late-game unit you recruit and an impressive level 1, Elincia makes you want to shoot a hot load of XP in her face until she becomes something worth bringing out. She may be a princess, but she's been in hiding her whole life, and grown up learning all sorts of commoner trades, so she can take care of herself, except in battle, unless you shoot aforementioned hot XP load at her. Despite it all, by the ending cutscene you can tell she'll make a lovely queen. Number 5, Marcia. Marcia's got a strong sense of determination and a can-do attitude. Her only weakness is her loser brother and her inability to judge combat situations while aboard a pirate ship. If you don't book it like you never booked it before, Marcia will be stuck in a flurry of hand axes and go down without using her damn vulneraries. I mean, if you're not gonna move, can you at least heal your damn self? You don't need to be at less than half to make use of a vulnerary when you're gonna take 3 axes to the face on the next turn. Also, maybe don't float in a place where you're easily surrounded would be a good idea too. Number 4, Mia. Ike and Mia makes the most sense ship-wise to me, and not just because they have the same color hair. Okay, maybe only because they have the same color hair. Mia doesn't usually turn into a worthwhile unit in my playthroughs, but she's a monster in my current one, tearing people apart, and it pleases me greatly. Number 3, Lucia. Lucia is like a prettier Mia, with better swordsmanship, even though she still kind of joins you too late, because if you don't have Mia, you have Zihark, and if you don't have Zihark, you have Stefan, and if you have 2 of them, you definitely don't have Lucia. Same with Bastion and Jeffrey, really. Like, we already have better versions of you. Take a hike. That said, I still very much enjoy Lucia as a female person in a game. Number 2, Nephany. Nephany never struck me as a southern farm girl type, but when you get to talking to her, you're like, oh no, all you're missing is a straw hat and some wheat to chew on. But even so, she's still MVP. Nephany always turns into a badass on the field, to the point where when Devden rolls around, I just recruit him as a sacrifice to the mages guarding the boss of that chapter. Don't get in Nephany's way, you simpleton. Real greatness is on the warpath. She just needs a couple of arm scrolls to get there. Number 1, Ileana. Ileana is best girl. Shy but with a voracious appetite, Ileana will clear a table of food in 30 seconds flat and not gain a single pound. She's also a ballin'-ass thunder mage and can summon lightning bolts from the heavens to disintegrate her enemies because she is the best mage. What does Soren have? Tornado? Get out of here. Ileana will use Thoron to one-shot a fucking dragon. Gee, Soren, enjoy your crow body count, and Tormod, you can keep stacking up pussycats in the corner as long as you be quiet and don't try to hog Ileana's spotlight. Ileana is number 1 waifu in Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Well, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I've got other waifu rankings for various games you can check out. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.